In 1976, a NASA spacecraft called Viking 1 took a picture of Mars. In the picture, there was a rock that looked like a face with eyes, a nose, a mouth, and funny hair. Some people thought it might be something made by aliens. But it's just a funny-shaped rock. In 2016, NASA's Opportunity rover captured a picture of a strange swirling column in the distant Mars landscape. It might look odd, but it's just a dust devil, similar to the ones we see on Earth. These tall dust devils can be dangerous on Mars, and people going there in the future will need to know how to deal with them. In 2007, NASA's Spirit rover took a picture on Mars that showed a bunch of small, rugged rocks. One of these rocks looked like a tiny walking person, or maybe even Bigfoot. A website called UFO Sightings Daily thought it might be a female figure created by aliens, but the Planetary Society said it's just an optical illusion. They explained that it's an example of pareidolia, which is when our brains see familiar things in random shapes or patterns. In 2013, some space enthusiasts on Flickr made an image from Mars Curiosity look clearer, and it seemed to show a chunk of metal on the red planet's surface. Instead of thinking about metal-making aliens, the real explanation is less exciting. It's most likely a piece of a meteor or an effect caused by weird lighting. It's definitely not a statue made by alien creatures. In 2014, NASA's Curiosity rover took a photo on Mars that had a tiny bright spot on the horizon. This got UFO enthusiasts excited, and they guessed it might be proof of aliens. However, NASA scientist Doug Ellison explained that the bright spot was probably caused by a cosmic ray, which happens when high-energy particles move through space. So, it's not evidence of aliens. An image taken by NASA's Curiosity rover on May 7, 2022, is not a door on Mars, even though some people on the internet thought it might be. The door-like shape on a cliff in May 2022 is created by the way the light and shadows fall and the natural shapes of rocks in Gale Crater. If you look from further away, you'll see it's not really a doorway. Mars used to have volcanoes, but people wondered if it had any recent volcanic activity. Some scientists think that a strange dark patch, like the one you see here, might be proof of a volcanic explosion that happened in the last 50,000 years. This dark patch is about the size of Washington, D.C. This shape seen by NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter might remind you of a tadpole, a yo-yo, or even a sperm. But, it's actually a round crater, and the tail part has been created by the movement of water. NASA said in February 2018 that we can tell water is moving out of the crater because of the information about the land's height. Mars had water a long time ago, but there are no amphibians living there now, as far as we know. The picture on the left is from Mars Opportunity rover, and on the right is a statue of an ancient god from the British Museum. They might look a bit alike, and UFO enthusiasts noticed a rock on Mars that seems to resemble a face. But, these resemblances are due to how humans imagine things and the way the light hits objects, not because aliens are carving sculptures on Mars.